Morning, everybody. Big Bear coming at you from Mooresville, North Carolina. How's everybody doing this morning? Just want to remind you, you can start a new habit, and over time, that habit collects, builds, and it builds value for you. Doesn't do much for you at first. You ain't going to see results right away. Over time, incremental progress. That's why I say, every night when you go to bed, write down three things that you're grateful for. There's actually more to this. I can talk about it later in a later talk. There's other things you can do in addition to simply writing down three things you have gratitude for that you've culled from the day. You can review that in the morning, but one of the things I do is I teach everybody you can wake up in awe, and that's air, water, and exercise. Let's start with air. And I like my little doolally here to hold my head. You're going to do something kind of like a meditation. You're just going to relax. You're going to pretend like, oh, I just woke up. And air. 4 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. 4 seconds, breathe in. Hold it for 7 seconds. And then exhale for 8 seconds. Here we go. You repeat that 4 times. All right, cool. Relax. Chill. Now, oh, hey, how about that, Groovinator? Jill was asking me if I had Jill Gant Emery. Hey, Jill, you were asking me if I had oh wait, no, never mind. Um, so speaking of air, just reminding y'all, I smoked cigarettes for 33 years. I studied success principles, and what some of these folks did was they would set a goal, but then they would create what we called was a future memory. And these were psychological anchors. And they're a lot of fun to play with. What I learned, if you're trying to change your behavior, if you try to make it dull, drudgery, it ain't gonna be no fun. You're not going to do it. Probably. I wouldn't. I'll own it. I wouldn't do it. I tried to quit smoking. Over the 33 years, I probably quit at least 20 times. But when I finally made up my mind, I made some psychological anchors. And one of them was a tombstone, and I buried the darn things. Then I wrote on a pack, "Are you smarter than a cigarette?" So on the day of the quit, I just pull it out and I said, "Are you smarter than a cigarette?" Damn right. I don't need them things. This was just to remind me of the date so I could track my progress. They say winners keep score. So I'm now at 8.5 years. Yay. Yay me. All right. The next step is water. in hydrating, my doctors are telling me that the best thing to do is to, first thing in the morning, get a little bit of salt in your mouth. And I use full spectrum Celtic sea salt. So if you're going to wake up in awe, I love the salt. I just crunch it, man. After a while, you get used to the taste of some of these things. I have trouble with absorption, so I tend to be magnesium deficient. That's one of the ways I get my electrolytes. Especially if I'm giving a chug-a-lug of water here. You don't want to dilute yourself too much. But first thing in the morning, I get my air and then some water. It doesn't take long. I'd already hydrogenated this. We've talked about my hydrogen bottle. If you don't, there's another video on that. So first thing in the morning, all you got to do these silly, stupid little breath practices. It was cool. I noticed the clock was probably ticking on the seconds, so I started counting with it. Then I found it was easier for me to alternate my hands to do the counting. So before I wasn't doing that because I was just doing it with myself, but I was thinking for you guys, you could see and keep track of it. And see, it's just super easy. It takes a couple of minutes when you first wake up to go through 4 cycles of 4, 7, 8 breathing. That will reoxygenate you. That just does a whole lot of good stuff. You want oxygen. Then you get the water in you. You take about, some people take 20 minutes. My doctor recommended that I drink 1 liter first thing in the morning. Yeah, I said a liter. Yeah, I'll pee a little bit. Especially since I'm still drinking coffee. I'm trying to transition from the coffee. I just got my mushrooms. So I've got lion's mane, reishi, and turkey tail. To do different things, the lion's mane is supposed to help with your brain. The reishi is supposed to help with your sleep. The turkey tail is supposed to help with your gut. And as a holistic health coach, I recommend looking into mushrooms as a type of way of boosting a lot of stuff. Your immunity, your brain function. It can help clear out brain fog in some people. I'm using generic terms. We don't treat anything specifically, but as you heal the body, or as you help the body, as you overcome deficiencies, or sometimes we're putting it in overdrive. If you know about overclocking CPU, so 15, 20 minutes you can take to drink your liter of water, and then yes, you will be peeing pretty good, but you'll get used to it. After a while, you won't, hopefully, as much. What's next, Groover? Exercise. Wait, well, I'm a beginner, Barry. I can't do all those exercises you do, or my hip hurts, or whatever. And that's cool. I get that. But if you are properly oxygenated and then you're properly hydrated, it makes a lot of stuff easier. So, again, I don't have any interest in any of these products I'm going to suggest currently. If I do have a monetary interest, I will make that explicitly clear. Here's another product that I use a lot when I'm working out or when I'm stretching. In particular, if I'm on a long haul, anytime that I know that I may encounter muscle strain or sitting in the same position for a long time. This particular product has been the best out of all of the magnesium oils. Again, I don't recommend anybody in particular. I think I could be an affiliate of them. Maybe I should be, because I highly recommend this. I've been using this for 4 or 5 years. It penetrates the skin almost instantly. If I get a leg cramp, I spray this on it. Within 2 minutes, it's gone. Within 2 minutes. That's how quickly. It's magnesium chloride in one other form. It's pure solution of IM, maybe it's I, and it just says magnesium chloride hexahydrate in purified water. So, burns on your skin when you're magnesium deficient just a little bit, but the other ones burn more. That doesn't burn me much at all. Back to air. Another device that I got a while back was this little critter here, and it's a little breathalyzer, but it detects hydrogen in your breath. The new version, I think, detects methane as well. This one, I believe, is only set up. This is an older one. I've had this many years. This is another tool that I use to analyze my breath, and if you're a client of mine, we could use that with you. So, what's up next? Well, we're beginners here. Oh, I can't do all that. Oh, okay, let's just begin. So, we just do some stretches then. You don't have to actually exercise. One of the things that I found is really cool is this little strap-on leg brace thingy. There we go. Hold on. Matthew Harm was here. He would laugh his FAO because I said strap on. So, get this little booger. And then, you can put that stretch where you want it, buddy. Straighten your leg out. You can point your toe. You can pull. Oh, leg stretches, baby. Okay, that's just an example. We're beginners here. So you could wake up in the morning. You could spend a couple of minutes stretching your legs. This little guy is a little neck brace thingy that you can lie on, and it's supposed to promote the proper curvature of your back. I'm sorry, of your neck. I was looking ahead at this one. I bought a chirp wheel set. This is a particular brand and product. Again, I don't have any stake in the company. It was heavily advertised to me. You can see it's got a groove in it. There's a specific set. This is the set of 4. They got a bunch of different stuff. But what's cool about this, and I've already done it, so it probably won't do anything, but what you could do is you sit on this goober here, and then you roll yourself back. And my chiropractor, when he cracks my back, he makes me cross my arms like this and tuck my chin. So that's what I do. Oh, did you hear that? And you can basically put it right where you want it. You can start with the bigger wheel, and you can repeat. Pete and repeat were sitting on a fence. Pete fell off. Who was left? Repeat. I said Pete and repeat were sitting on a fence. Pete fell off. Who was left? So I've already done this, but it actually, oh, there went one. You actually end up like massaging. I'll probably let my head hang back a little bit on that. I think you're supposed to keep your chin tucked as best you can until you get on back up. And then you just grab another wheel. Stick it down here. Too close to that chair. And that just massages too. Takes it all the way up in your neck. Just go up and down one time. And then this little guy, it's about the same size. It does about the same as this guy. So I also have this older one from Gold's Gym that I used, and it's a little wedge. And I would just take it down here, same thing. And I'd lean back and just move it a little bit. That's what I was doing before. The chirp wheel works a whole lot better for me. But I've been carrying this with me on long trips, cross country and stuff. And it's just a way to get that cantilever point right where you need it to put some acupressure. You don't want to do it too hard. You don't want to go too fast. You don't want to do a high velocity. You don't want your body to adjust itself due to your weight in a high velocity manner. In my opinion, chiropractors will probably agree. They're the ones that should do an accurate. You're just kind of letting your body do what it wants to do. Here's another fun one. Most people, when we talk about our core and our gut, there's a set of muscles that you're not really able to get to from the back. You have to get to them from the front, but they're way back towards the spine. So this little doolally here is designed to do that. And this hurts and tickles at the same time at first. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, especially the first time. My feet are all the way on the wall, but anyway, you get that sucker locked in, and then you just, oh my gosh. If you've never done this, you're in for a treat. It's a trip. You're like, oh my God, I had no idea I had muscles like that there. These are core. These are core muscles. They're right up by your spine. They're part of your constitution. And you get on this sucker here, get your little stuff going. And then this came from my chiropractor. This is a dryer ball. These are lacrosse balls. Believe it or not, that's actually just lip balm, some stuff. But this is a hard shell. It's like a hard rubber, very similar to these guys. And so I can put, if you got spots in your back, I get spots in my back and in my chest in the front, so I can just put those guys wherever they need to be. Same with these. So if you're a beginner, you can find ways to assist your body in becoming more limber, and then you can move on to some form of exercise. My doctors recommend walking 20 minutes a day minimum. Don't worry about your speed. Nobody cares. We're not counting steps. You give a rat's patootie about that. Not at first. You don't need to set goals like that. You need to set the goal of being repetitious. That will build again incrementally over time. And so in a week, in a month, if you're writing down in your gratitude journal 3 things every night that you're grateful for, about you. It's a little bit of self-love. There's nothing wrong with that. So that when you wake up in the morning, your mind remembers the things that you're grateful for. Wake up in awe. Get a little bit of air in, some oxygen. Get your water in. Then at least stretch. And then, if you're not able to do different people do different things. Most of my doctors recommend HIIT, high intensity interval training. It's 20 minutes twice a week, 30 minutes twice a week. That's it. Look it up, you can do that. I, as your gut health coach, also recommend looking into accessing your body's pharmacy if you're having any sorts of issues. One of the ways to tap into that is through exercise. One of the best ways is to do Pilates, according to my doctors again. So if you want to access your body's pharmacy, your muscles are a storehouse of these chemicals that your body can use. These can be painkillers. These can be stress reducers. They deal with the elimination of cortisol. You might have high homocysteine or what have you. This perhaps could contribute to that chain and assist you in eliminating some of these issues that might exist so that you can go on to other things. Again, we're going to start as beginners. We're just stretching today. We'll go on to the HIIT later on. Repetition. Get up every day. Make it a habit. Give yourself 30 minutes when you first wake up. If not, get up 30 minutes earlier. Turn the TV off 30 minutes earlier. You've got the time. You can find it. What you need to find is the discipline to do it every morning. Wake up in awe. This is Barry the Canary. We're going down the stretch, baby. I love you. Love yourself.